You know, yeah. How Salih Salam died, Prophet Muhammad, excuse me. How Prophet Muhammad died, that's debated amongst the sects. Um, the virgin birth, that's contested amongst the scholars, Shia scholars. Yeah.
So the virgin birth and the fact that who had sex with the 6-year-old again?
I see what was in. No, they say the Sunnis say Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, married Aisha when she was
Prophet
6.
Muhammad had sex with a 6-year-old,
I said he
or is
did.
it
The
that?
Sunnis, the Sunnis believe he did. The Sunnis believe he did have sex with Aisha when she was 6.
I thought he just wived her and then he had sex with her later.
Well, they say they consummate the marriage at 6. They said he had sex when she was 9. But that story is made up.
Consummation
Okay,
is sex, bro.
Well,
so
that's what it.
Is that the fine line? Is that the fine line separating the Sunni and the Shia?
Yeah, that would be that would be also. You know how the split happened, right?
No.
Well, the main part was over the Oasis of Fadak. You know what that was? So after Muhammad died, his daughter married Ali, who was his cousin. See, Ali started Shiaism, and there was some land that they were owed called the Oasis of Fadak. And but Abu Bakr and the Sunnis were like, "We're not giving it to you." And that's actually, believe it or not, one of the focal points of how the split started over some land called the Oasis of Fadak. In fact, even to this day, there's a radio show in Arabia called the Oasis of Fadak Radio. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, was that the point when the Kabul was taken from Petra to Mecca?
Well, I'll address that in a second. That actually, you know who the Qarmatians were, right?
Yeah, the cousins.
The Qarmatians.
Yeah, they were the cousins to the people who actually had the cobblestone in the first place.
Yeah, so they were radical sect of Shias that believed that Tawaf was pagan. You know, Tawaf means like walking around the cobblestone like you see the Muslims do today, and they actually kidnapped the cobblestone. They actually stole it and brought it back to wherever they were at, or whatever.
Yeah, to Mecca. But they went to war though, right?
Yeah, they actually
it was
stole
a real
the
war,
cobblestone because they felt like.
Well, the Kabul was the spoil, according to what I read.
I'm sorry.
The Kabul was the stone, according to what I read.
Yeah,
it was the spoil.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, there's a radio show to this day called Oasis of Fadak Radio. To this day, so Also, hello. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
You know who Ibn Saud was, right?
No.
Ibn Saud, and that's Wahhabism. That's how Wahhabism started. Ibn Wahhab and Ibn Saud were in bed together, figuratively speaking, and they destroyed all the Shia monuments. The grave of Fatima, who was Muhammad's daughter, they went and destroyed it, all the Shia monuments. So that inspired a lot of war between the Sunnis and the Shias because that makes sense. They destroyed a lot of the Shia.
Basically, it's a long history between them. That go back hundreds, if not thousands of years. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many wars. There's so much. I wrote a book on it.
How many wars do you think they had?
I'm sorry?
The Sunnis and Shias, how many wars do you think they had?
Many wars. They had multiple wars. I wrote a book on this. If you want to check it out, I forgot the name of it. I wrote so many books. Let me pull it up. I wrote a book detailing the history between the Sunni and Shia split.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. But yeah, man, back to the philosophies of the Quran and belief, man. Like, so they say that they have an end times prophecy. You said, how does that go again?
One second, guys.
Oh, okay.
Trying to pull out the book. People want to learn about the Sunni.
Oh yeah. About them Sunni Shia wars.
1 second. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I don't want to waste too much time.
All right. What's up, Lance? You got you about to do some more flat Earth debates you got set up? Lance, you there? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's interesting. I was just trying to get to the root. I would tell the audience of how the Quran
Okay, I'm
and
back. The book is called The History of Islam, the Quran, and Ancient Cultures by myself, Rabbi Lewis. You get a complete history lesson on the Sunni and Shia split. It's called The History of Islam, the Quran, and Ancient Cultures. It's
say that
$11.99.
again. Say that again slower. I can't hear you.
Sure, can you hear me?
Yeah, say it slower though.
A History of Islam, the Quran, and Ancient Cultures by Rabbi Lewis. You're gonna get a complete history lesson on the split.
Okay, right on, man. Hey, how crazy do them wars get?
Oh, we got crazy, brother.
Like thousands? Do they have was it big wars or small wars?
Big wars. But like I said, check the book out for that. Again, it's called History of
Okay.
Islam, the Quran, and Ancient Cultures by myself. Get a complete history lesson. Also, learn about the other crescent moon symbol got on the Islamic flags, which is not ancient flags. And all that. Yeah.
That's what's up. Hey, did you write a book about Revelation?
Yes.
Let's pull that book up. What is that book called?
Yeah, sure. I'll pull it up. I just wrote it last week. This is a new book. This book is new.
Subject.
The book is called 7-Year Tribulation, Pre-Trib Rapture, and World War III and Biblical Prophecy.
Oh, okay. So what do you know about pre-trib? Can you tell the audience what pre-trib is?
Yeah. So pre-trib means it's a 7-year tribulation spoken of in the prophecies of Daniel. It was a prophet. He went into Babylonian exile under the Babylonian Empire. And then, King Cyrus, the story, right? King Cyrus came into power and freed the Israelites and sent them back to build the temple, right? Under Zerubbabel, right?
Yeah.
So Daniel speaks of a 7-year tribulation period that will start after the birth pains after the birth pains, we have a 7-year tribulation. So in a nutshell, before the tribulation, Jesus returns and raptures the saints. Then the 7-year tribulation starts, and then he comes back to establish the millennium year reign. Can you hear me? So, hello?
Can you repeat that last part you just said?
Yeah, so
7 years?
Yeah, so there's the birth pains. We're in the birth pains right now. As you can see with COVID, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to get our show blocked. There's, the new virus that's out. Won't say any names, right? We're in the birth pains right now. So the rapture, the pre-trib raptures is Jesus return. Jesus raptures the church. Then the 7-year tribulation starts. Then he returns to earth and establishes.
Hold on, slow down. Hold on. So you said he comes back and then he takes the church away?
Yes, then the 7-year tribulation starts. Then after the 7-year tribulation, he returns to earth with the saints to establish his millennium year reign.
Now,
What's good, Jelly, man? Nothing, just going through some old videos, checking the vibe out, off work, posted up. What's good with you?
With the connection. And that's all genius really is. When you allow for your DNA to be expressed without you allowing what they done impressed on you, how you scared to express yourself. Because I don't want to make other people feel uncomfortable. Well, nigga, we uncomfortable because it ain't enough people expressing themselves truthfully. So therefore, we don't have the proper solutions for a lot of the shit we going through. So I'm gonna need for your ass to make motherfuckers uncomfortable. Yo,
Yes,
I'm gonna
sir.
need for you motherfuckers to make uncomfortable.
Go
What's up,
mine.
Lance?
Go me so.
They done cooked up a good one for you. We done cooked up a good one. We got a little
Yeah, man.
Anunnaki conversation. I know you would love.
Yeah.
I think those niggas is the people. I think that's just fallen angels, bro. Just people that came from the top.
What?
From the
You
top.
feel like they angelic too.
I don't think they like angelic, bro. I think that's just the whole little mythical thing that's placed on the shit.
You said check on what? You got cash out. Bread. I know my cash out. I don't know what you mean, sir. Oh yeah, I checked the app. I ain't seen no movement since. My cash app. No, sis, I ain't seen nothing. Hey, you sent it to Real Swab, boss? Oh, you just sent it? Man, I sure appreciate it. You brought it here. That's crazy. Thank you for it. Yeah. Oh, you sent it to the other man. I told you Katrina hacked that motherfucker and stole my paycheck. That motherfucker's supposed to be shut down or something. Damn, sis. Yeah, you might want to see if you, because I know some of the, one time I sent some bread fucked up and they reversed that shit. You can cancel the payment. See if you cancel the payment for real. Yeah, man. My shit, $ real swab possible. Man, I hope you get that shit back. But I swear, that thought hard as hell. That was random. That was hard. Real time. Yeah, niggas was hating on me, man. For real. Motherfucker. I ain't really talk about that shit. I don't know if I did. Yeah, motherfucker burned my motherfucking car with my dog in it. Shit, as soon as my check hit, made a fake motherfucking account, switched my shit over.
They just racist.
Yeah, that shit was strange. Shit was strange for real. But you know, that shit meant a lot. I appreciate it, sis. I hope you ever get your career back. Said they updated this. Lance and Bro Ross still ain't tapped in. Man, if you don't get that, that's my real. So. Who you telling? All right, bad. I feel a little better now. Yeah, because shit, I really don't even want you to make no move now, knowing you already said it, because I saw the daughters are bad, real. That's that love and consideration. That daughter's a stack. I mean, word, nothing. Seriously, that's hard. People be people. People be people. I be in the building now. Yeah, man. I was just sitting here like, see who up, because I know Blue, when they buried his grandfather. So I'm just making sure that nigga cool. Because the motherfucker might be up, but you know, he probably surrounded by family going crazy. Yeah, me and my son. Rest in peace to Dejan. Yeah, it say like happy birthday from like Blue really the only motherfucker that fuck with me, man, from that circle, if you notice. Like, real time. That should be hard, though. I mean, out of the niggas who really ain't got to tap in for me to know they fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? Gold, President Pro Black, Radical Wicked, Taz, I say, Knowledge Born Allah. But I did talk to Knowledge Born Allah the other day, though. It's hard, God. Thank you. And I'm supposed to be doing, thanks, sis. That's hard. You just make sure you always colder than the rest of the world, ain't it? Keep that shit up. Yeah. He said, I was just talking about how I was writing about something on my life. Hey, you got the best seat in the house, man. I ain't gonna lie. You so tactical with it. Yeah, man. Never again, though. But I had to get that straight because I think that shit like just affected the way I reacted when the Bay League did get switched over. It's like fucking with a motherfucker. I mean, as much as you can fuck with a motherfucker on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? That shit just kind of never again. I'll keep that shit up, man. I ain't gonna hold you down. Keep that shit up. A lot of motherfuckers is creepy. That shit throws me. Shit throw me out creepy. In a world full of nastiness, you just find a way to be way more nasty than what people are comfortable with. I mean, motherfuckers is accepting men sleeping with men. Like, damn, you already could be like 60 something messing with a 21-year-old. That shit acceptable. But you just gotta make sure you the most gross black man on motherfucking earth within your budget. Yeah, bro. And I've been trying to check on that case to see, but I guess my Midwest Google just ain't provide enough information for me to find that shit. But I know it's something about something with that shit. But then I don't even know if I get talked about for that interfering with the with other business. I don't want to, but I'll be damned. You know, that shit just kind of crazy. Shit, we might have to go to Philly. Like a motherfucker went all the way to Florida. Motherfucker went all the way to Florida. Motherfucker might have to go to Philly, sit in a courtroom and shit. Yo, what we doing? That shit'd be wild though. That shit'd definitely be wild, boy. What if motherfuckers popped in that motherfucker, soulless motherfucker court day? See, y'all, I gotta stop. Stop. You got my number. You got my here. I think it's best I do it. Anything that I'm talking about offline anyway. Cause like I say, some of that shit be conflicting with other shit I'm doing on. Oh, okay. Look at you switching off phones with the feds got too close. Let me see that. What was your email? Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's it though. Oh, for real? Since you need defense out there, man, I'm on my way. You ain't gonna play with that. I bet you got $1 million of them. just composing stuff now. I did almost burn myself out with Dr. Sabi. I've been listening to so much Dr. Sabi stuff, man. Looking at so much Dr. Sabi stuff. Reading all these small ass scripts on Dr. Sabi stuff is just, I think the like I went through all of my levels that I feel I need to work on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like right now I'm just locked in and out the structure for my PowerPoint so that the information just goes together. Trying to figure out what's his first step, because he could come a couple of ways. I haven't got no premise. I got to text Psycho, see if we do premises, because I thought we were supposed to send premises. And I thought with him being affirmative, he was saying his. But anyway, I'm going to see what's up with the premises. So, you know, I could get as much understanding of his argument as possible. But yeah, I went through all of the angles, all of the levels of the argument to see which one is the most efficient opening, premise, and rebuttal. I know I'm gonna kill him in the rapid fire. That ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But making sure that closing round is my hardest round. Because after that, I can't say shit. You know what I'm saying? So closing round, incorporating everything that he feeling and believing, but like really making sure my point is understood. What we just witnessed, you know, because Domo be having the hearts. People love Domo. Shit, I love Domo. Like, I gotta really know that Domo's on dead ass bullshit and don't deserve to win another debate in his fucking life. The shit erase his motherfucking YouTube. I gotta really kick him in the fucking face. Like, horse kick him. Like, turn around and give him that donkey kick while he laying down on the ground. Because I feel like any fucking room that they get to give, like to see Domo point, motherfuckers gonna go because he already got the ethos. So that crowd is gonna be like something to conjure some shit up for. But then the judges, and I don't know how they judge. I ain't never witnessed them judge. So, you know, I don't know, you know, but I'm also studying the format of the debate and what they say the debate is, and just trusting that if I follow that, I'm good. You know? So make sure I stick to the structure of the debate, stick to the purpose of each round, because I do like that. It's like you try, you know, your premise round is to put down your argument, you know, and your opponent has to rebut your argument, not set an argument for you and rebut it, which is one of the most things. So, and man, I'm excited for real. And I've been, I talked to A1 from the Coliseum Arguments, and I got a debate over there with a brother. Somebody, well, actually, Takari Dawson, somebody I was supposed to debate on that flat earth shit, he actually backed out the debate. So they trying to see what's up with filling that spot. So I was like, I'll jump in there. You know what I'm saying? It's a little like bracket thing going too. Win and win 500. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the brother came over here, shit. said he liked what I was saying or whatever. So I don't know if I know him from another channel, A1. I said, but yeah, he popped up. So I'm gonna have an interview over there, you know, and face off with this guy. He's talking about I mean, what he talking about, the way he put it, light is God. And I'm like, you talking about like God's creator, but other than that, like we had a nice little conversation early on the channel, and he wasn't like psycho, and you know, I mean, he wasn't like a maniac, he wasn't retarded or nothing like that. I just think, but he was a Hebrew Israelite, and I just think him trying to get up out of there, just he a little willing to play with shit. Yeah. So I had to see exactly what he mean and what he trying to get us to understand. But I definitely I got him to say no, it wasn't on the shadow realm. Like shit. Like it's God that like it's God and God the representative of God. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he kind of said no. He said, I mean, well, I ain't gonna lie. He said no. Uh, yeah, that should be, you know what I'm saying? That should be worth doing. Shout out to A1. Yeah, I mean, see, because to me, like I told him, the word God is specific to the Bible. I don't see the word God outside of the Bible. So obviously, you leaving one religion and just using that same name to construct another one, which is like basically what everybody do. Like God, to me, when I hear God, that's the old white dude from the Bible. Shout out to Lou. So it's like, nah, that's like calling something Jordan, but it's not Michael Jordan. Like, you know who you talking about, Jordan. You go anywhere, and you say, man, thank God, they're going to say God of the Bible. Yeah. They're not going to sit up there and say, well, what God you mean? So that name already burnt up. And I wouldn't even get a creator in that. What? That's like you naming your parents. I don't believe light is the creator. Of course, light can be your God. You can make a God out of light. God like light being the creator. So, I know that was like the debate that they had lined up. So I know he got a presentation. So, you know, I would like to go ahead and take him on that because we really didn't disagree on nothing else. And I don't know if that was a tactic. He could have just like said he agreed with everything I say just to be able to have that debate. But I wasn't tripping. No, what it do?
Peace, Swab. Peace, Swab.
Already.
Just came to chop it up with you a little bit, man. I know you was talking about the conversation you had with the brother earlier, which was definitely a great conversation, man. And I noticed what he was talking about. He is definitely enlightened brother, man. It's good to hear uh let's see y'all moving around and making contacts and shit. But I found like his take on you know the, the thought about light being a god. Thought that was interesting. But you did see me like put in the chat like the sun reference, and you separated it because because I think brother was getting into like the different properties that's involved when you're dealing with light.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like just basing it from you know, maybe I was oversimplifying it, but like you do know the theories about like sun worship, right? You know how the sun was really the first god
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like in primitive times and everything, you know, it kind of like symbolized like the security because obviously, you know, at night in the wilderness and everything else, you know, it's definitely like looked at as like evil just because of the dangers, you know, with the animals and everything else. And then,
And the animals be sleep like a motherfucker.
you know, all the animals ain't sleep. Some of them animals don't even hunt till it's at night. But nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? No,
It'd be so peaceful at night. They, no,
yeah, all right.
white
Yeah,
people.
you can you imagine yourself out there? Boy, you don't know what's out there. Especially like y'all ain't imagine Swab, like we ain't even mastered fire
I ain't
yet.
telling peace to you, man. Other niggas like me. That's what I say. I feel like I don't know. Maybe I'm stretching it, but everything get popular off the white man's concern. It's like, yeah, when you can't see a motherfucker at night and they right there in front of you,
I know.
it's
I'm
like
talking about
terrible
like
shit. Like you can see that white motherfucker. And let 100 white motherfuckers stand in front of your ass.
nah,
Like,
but
but you,
like just think about it though, this before motherfuckers even master fire and all that. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Yeah, man. Like, man, I think I would have to think that the sun is God, just coming from a primitive mindset, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can remember like just being in the hood and shit. Like, you know, I might be walking to the store get some squares or something, man, and it could be your own homies and shit. Like, they can't recognize you from a distance, and you get a little closer, then they'll be like, "Ooh, boy, you ain't even, you know, like I know you had that situation a couple times. Boy, I didn't know who you was."
I mean,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I had that. I didn't. Of course, I didn't have that. But I know
Right.
when we were moving in our territory, it was like when you see somebody, you be like, you, or you know your car, and then
Right, bro.
back, you be like, okay, that's the boys right there. They fucking with us.
Right. That means like anything can happen in them moments, bro. It's like that's why I'm saying like you bring it back to the light conversation. Like from a philosophical aspect, you know what I mean? I think that point could be made.
I mean,
You
yeah,
know,
from a primitive physiological, like, I mean, I could see like waking up being the first person on earth, and you just wake up, you just come to be full grown person. You go through baby birth with that, and you just in the middle of earth, like you wherever that is, and all you see is the grass you standing on, the clouds above you, the trees around you, and then you notice an animal or an insect. So that like takes all your fucking attention, and then you see the animal eat from the tree, and you'll practice that, grab something from the tree, see if it's good for you, you know,
man,
like that sun go down, and
see,
all of you like,
like
yeah,
these kind of conversations, man, it kind of lends credence to some of the brothers who say like it's just always been. It ain't no beginning, no. I mean, like of course, like it was a beginning, but it's like, yo, like it's just hard to be, you know, was the first being a baby or was it just two adults together?
hmm.
That's why the shit's so, you know what I mean?
I think the first being was a woman.
Yeah, but like here we go, the chicken or the egg. You see what I'm saying?
You
Because
know?
to me, it don't make no difference like what it was, but obviously, you know what I mean? Chicken or the egg.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
believe it's the chicken.
Yeah,
The motherfucking chicken. At the end of the day, the chicken made the egg that made the chicken. Like,
yeah.
you know, jumped it off. But I could be completely wrong, but we will find out. Right after your last breath, all will be revealed to you. Like,
And
damn,
that's something
wrong religion.
that, it's just something that I just gave up on, man. Like, it ain't- you know what I mean? Like, you can answer that shit, man. Like,
For
you know what
now,
I mean?
you probably pick it up later. Probably not. Maybe not. Yeah, I could see after thinking about that shit so extensively for so long, you like don't give a fuck no more.
I don't give a fuck. I'm here now. Shit, fuck that. I'm here. Yeah, man.
I mean, to me, it's like ain't nothing else to do in life truly but to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I gotta go to work. I know that I gotta get money. Gotta purchase amenities, stay live and sane. But if none of that existed, like the only thing to ponder on is like, what is this? What
It's
is
a
this?
bunch to ponder on, man. It's a bunch to ponder on, but you see, and then like if you got a good explanation and shit, like that's power right there. That's probably the first king. Somebody who had a great explanation. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody just, damn, that's this nigga here, boy. He got to be a god. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
they give a fuck like you. They be like, yeah, all right, man, hit my vote, man. Get the fuck out my face. And he had like the greatest followers of people who never showed up to the meeting, but they on paper. Like,
Right, right. But you even know, like right now, man, like the people who got the best explanations, man, they'll be the stars, they'll be the, you know what I'm saying? And
mhm.
people still fought this, they still go for that shit right now. It's like, what's the difference? If you was the first person that's like, man, the sun is God, man,
Hey,
and everybody just appreciated your wisdom so much they followed you on other shit.
let your ass let your ass lead them right into stupidity. You know, he was so right about this one thing. Like everything else, I just took his word for it.
Nah, man. But 9 times out of 10, though, like people that's gifted at certain things, man, it ain't gonna be just one. I mean, like when it comes to like thinking, like coming up with you know what I mean? Like it ain't gonna be just one. But I hear you though. Like it don't always work out. I could agree with that. Like
That one dude that
you
just outside of his lane and shit. Like, yeah, no, I got this. I got this. I'm the greatest mind ever. Yeah, shout out to humans, man.
yeah,
It's the most interesting story. It's the only story. But if you
yeah.
witness this from a privileged perspective and you just didn't have any feelings in this shit, just to watch the earth develop, implode on itself, civilizations rise and fall, people migrate, change and adapt and evolve, and the conversation, like that shit is cold, man. Just looking at how people just rise and fall
But
throughout.
think about this though, Swab. Like how we was just talking about, like the first powerful, you know what I'm saying, the first king or whatever. Like now, from a savage instinct, I mean, from a savage level, right? Obviously, the person who's the physically most gifted, you know, like you can definitely, you know what I mean, gather you up a nice crew. And
Mm,
then what about the guy like we was talking about, the one that can, you know, the great explanations and manipulation or whatever. Like,
mhm.
so can you imagine that early conflict? Those two sides. I think the guy who's good at manipulation and coming up with explanations. You know what I mean? I think they could probably come up with the biggest.
I think it's the man that is with the woman who puts it on him and rubs his head at night and just talk shit,
Right.
thoughts into his head. He's like, you know what? I agree with you. Because I want this shit to happen more and more. So, you know what? And then
Right. But
she
we
talking
still
about,
talking about early though. We still talking about early. Now you know what I'm saying? Like this is before language. I guess language would have to be there, for the person to be able to like
I believe
come up
intelligence.
with these thoughts.
I don't think humans always had to use a language. I think that's a regression in intelligence. Because
Right.
or the animal has to construct a language or use a writing system, and yet they still build intricate homes, migrate, feed, do all type of smart ass shit. Like I just saw this fucking fungus that it gets the ant to eat it. You know about this?
Nah, I don't know.
It's a fungus that grows. It attracts the ant. The ant eats it, and then the fungus take over the ant body. Make the ant climb, the melanated goddess. Make the ant climb to a dark, moist spot at the top of a tree, and then it just bursts through his body, start growing. Matter of fact, it makes it climb up there, and then it makes it bite down. The ant climbs up the tree, bites down into the root, into the bark, and then the fungus grows throughout the ant body, killing and destroying it. And this is how this fungus populates, through ants.
Yeah, you're gonna have to present that one of these days, because I ain't never heard of that. That's
Man, it's a quick video. Hold on, man. This shit is crazy as shit. Let me pull it up, John.
I ain't never heard of shit like that.
Man, you go trip, man. Cause I know I fucking did. I said, man, what's up? How did I find? Okay, this should be it right here. Let me share.
Fungi and slime molds race to decompose dead matter on the forest floor. Many spread by releasing spores, up to 30,000 a second. If just one of these spores lands in the right place and takes root, it can colonize a whole new area. But not all fungi feed on the dead. Days ago, a spore landed on this ant. Now she's acting strange. A network of roots has infiltrated her muscles. Her body has been taken over by cordyceps, a parasitic fungus. It floods her brain with chemicals, drugging her, compelling her to head where conditions are perfect. Just the right amount of light, just the right amount of humidity for the parasite growing inside. It forces her to clamp down in a death bite, and cordyceps reveals its gruesome nature. After 3 weeks of growth, cordyceps can release its own spores, infecting more ants, releasing more spores, infecting more ants, releasing more spores, infecting more ants, infecting more ants, more ants, more ants, more ants. Cordyceps can wipe out entire ant colonies. But more than just ants are at risk. There are over 600 species of cordyceps spread across the world. Most are found in jungles, where they prey on a whole host of victims.
Yeah, that's where they got that creep show shit from, dog. You remember on the creep show? You remember on the creep show when that fucking fungus just took over the globe and shit? Yeah.
Nah, I don't remember that. I remember the creep show, but I don't remember all the episodes.
It was, yeah. It was not Tales from the Crypt. The creep show, like the shit that
Creep
was
show.
in the 80s.
I,
Shit that was in the 80s and shit.
yeah, I remember it. My parents
Yeah.
away from it as long as they could, but I remember
Yeah,
that.
one of them was about some shit just like that. Like where the fucking some shit from outer space came and it just like some fungus shit was just took over. But yeah, that shit interesting.
Yeah, bro. I say, motherfuckers be too impressed with they say. Chill out.
Yeah. They sit your ass down, get your ass fungified, dude. Like
So, fungus pie.
hell no, man. What your ass doing up while you got a late night session going, man?
Yeah, man. It was just got off of work, was sitting here posted up. And it was like, it's still early on the West Coast, maybe niggas up. Shit.
West Coast niggas and shit, yeah. 9 something.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe they still check on Blue, make sure he cool. That's it, bro.
I just left off the West Coast and shit, man. I only been here for like a week.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Just moved back to Chicago and shit, dog.
Why? Contract was up?
Yeah, man, like, a couple of my people, like, that I went out there with, they then moved back like a couple of years ago. I was just out there, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing, I had my little position and everything else. I was just like, man, like, really, though, this ain't me, you know what I mean? And so some shit opened up out here. The opportunity came, fuck it, I took it. That's where I'm from anyway.
That's all it's on your resume though. Shit, you was out there doing your thing.
I came, I saw, I conquered, you know what I'm saying? Thing is, though, like in the summer, man, it'd be too hot because I was out in Arizona, out by Phoenix and shit. That shit be crazy when they get hot outside, bro, in the summer.
Too hot, man.
It'd be the opposite. Like out here, you got to sit down when it's the wintertime. Out there, you got to sit down in the summertime. This shit ain't no joke. Triple digits and shit for like 3 and 4 weeks straight.
Oh, shout out to the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. You got a chance to see something? Go ahead, check it out.
I'll be out there. I'll go see. Like I said, I
Yeah.
went out to Vegas, a couple times. I like Vegas, man. And not for the casino.
That's what Taz said. Yeah. He said it's pretty smooth. My thing is that, that's what I was trying to tell the brother earlier, man. Like it's nuances to that gentrification stuff, man. Like niggas ain't moving because somebody came with a pistol and put a mask on and said, get the fuck out. Niggas be moving trying to see shit, opportunities, all type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I get that. You know what I mean? Like that's the hood, that's your home. You know what I'm saying? Ownership, black owned businesses and all that. But like I'll give you an example, right? That brother who owned BET, right? It would have been beneficial for the community for him to keep it, right? And, and I don't dispute that. But they offered this man a Billy back in them days and shit. You know what I mean? You know, how could you uh, be mad at a dude for saying I'm gonna take that bill? Plus, he could do whatever for the community with that bill. I think, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he could have did with that station. But again, of course, like it would have been beneficial to keep BET like in black hands or whatever. But like some decisions, man, you know what I mean? You just can't be mad. You know, like I hear people have that gentrification conversation all the time, but like I don't never hear people like factor in like those aspects.
That's a fact. I mean, motherfuckers said, man, it just don't be no popular talking point where we be at, you know?
It's a legit talking point, man, from a collective and everything else. But like you gotta understand too, like individuals make up a collective and shit. So
And that's what people never get. Individuals make up the collective.
yeah, that's why like when people come up with them talking points, you know, on some trolling shit, and bust that shit right down, man. Like
And a lot of motherfuckers ain't never had shit to say. Motherfuckers sell their grandmama house. They had that shit. White folks,
yep,
yeah, we give you triple the value.
yep. No, I'm gonna keep it. I'm saying I owe back taxes. You know what I'm saying?
And you can't be connected to the land like that, especially not no city or no block or no neighborhood. You gotta think about the future.
Listen, man. Like a person that's down like Black Power. You know what I'm saying? Community minded, man. They're gonna find a way to like benefit, like even in those type of situations and shit, and still do for the community, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I wish, bro. Like I really want to see black people like really busting them together.
It can happen, man, but it just happened in small pockets, though. You know what I'm saying? And then those those little sectors, need to go ahead and coalesce. You know what I'm saying? Until it do become something, but you got to understand coming in, like this is like long term. I mean, this is some shit you might not see. People be trying to do things that's gonna like be 100 years worth of change in a little 5, 10 years. That ain't gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, I learned you're not gonna see the promised land. We already hit. We already hit, but we can put our kids in a position that they put their kids in a position that their kids might be born into shit that they own something. Bars
Hey,
settle up. And it's like, no, hell no. What? Go work for you. And my granddad got a
exactly.
business. Hell no, my granddad had this business for 70 years. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like,
investing Best thing we could give them is the mindset, man.
Mm-hmm.
Show them how to get around the programming.
I just say it's a rotation, it's a revolution, it's a pattern. It goes, it comes, goes, it comes, it goes, it comes, and it just gotta be somebody there that galvanizes those pockets of people. Like, ooh, y'all all paid attention to this one person, and now everybody is becoming a collective through that person. That's what they look at as a messiah. Just somebody who gets enough of a platform to speak for scattered collectives of people and making them one larger collective. And now you got to recognize it. I was only born in 1979. I think I paid attention, enough attention to see those patterns, how people get to that plateau where it's like some shit really happened. Real. And then
That's a fact, man.
just saying we don't have a choice. This ain't even what I prefer to do. It's just it's my only option. Like, we just gotta separate and kick this system in its ass over a small period of time, make a big enough impact globally that other people pay attention and say, if you fuck with them black people now, why they pulling themselves up out of bootstraps, like you said, you ain't shit. I don't think they could put a Tulsa, Oklahoma on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Hell no. It just be like, like when you at your most, like, your most potent time to make changes or whatever, like those type of changes. It's like you at your least time of like wisdom and shit like that. Like, how like when we was growing up and shit, it was 15, 16-year-olds walking around with thousands in their pockets and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would never see that.
Walk around with the family member Social Security checks in their pocket.
You know what I'm saying? With their
They
bunk.
sold all they crack to their mom and their aunties and uncles.
Yeah. And where did all that money go? Cars and checking off and all that type of shit.
Honey fees, bail fee, baby mamas.
Yeah.
Because a motherfucker got to pay them lawyer fees one day.
Strip clubs and all that shit.
You gonna be selling all them little pretty rings, and all that shit, trying to get that lawyer. Selling all them cars. Shit, fuck that house. Get me out of jail.
Hell yeah. Man, it's sad, but like, man, bro, this shit took a hit, bro. The community took a hit, bro. Like, you know how many like casualties and shit, just physical bodies that ain't here no more throughout that Holocaust, bro. Like, that shit alone, forget the money, just the bodies and shit. The world would be different. The world would be, the community would be different. Just with those people that's like that, you know what I mean? If they were still here, type of shit. Even if it's only half of it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's like a lot of Malcolm Littles, right? A lot of Cincinnati Reds don't get to make it to Michael Banks. A lot of people don't get to make it past that ignorant, rebellious period, and then come back and say, Nigga, I was the roughest, toughest motherfucker in the world. And I was the weakest and most insecure motherfucker in the world. And now
It don't,
I
it
understand
don't
what
even need.
strength is. And
It don't,
I'm not
it
gonna
don't
let you.
even need to be. It don't even need to be the Malcolm Littles or whatever. It could be. You know how like Tupac used to say like, "I'm gonna be the voice that sparked, the voice that started." You know what I'm saying? That sparked the revolution. It could just be like 100 voices that spark the voices that spark the voices that spark the voices. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a different community, bro. Facts.
Yeah. I
You know
look at
what I'm
them.
saying?
All of them is what preceded Malcolm and turned into Malcolm, was turned into Park, was turned into.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just keeping it going. It's the
Facts.
truth. You know, as long as you don't got ego, it's the truth. And, you know, you take them deep breaths every now and then and say, shit, I can't believe I'm finna say this, but this is the truth. As long as motherfuckers keep doing that, we gonna win.
You
We gonna
just
win.
said it. Like you
Righteousness.
just said. You just said it. They didn't get a chance to mature. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like niggas think different. Like when they, you have kids and got responsibilities, or just even knowing like what you really want. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother conversation right there. Like, have you ever asked a grown motherfucker, man, what do you want, man? Most motherfuckers can't answer that shit.
Yeah, they gonna say something. They not even gonna really understand what you ask. They gonna say something.
Right.
Shit, give me $1 billion.
You
They
know
ain't
what
gonna
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
mind, family, what I want.
Right.
They not gonna think of what and it depends on at what age you catch. Cause some people
That's
was
what I
next
mean.
30.
And that's what I mean. And that's how you get past that immaturity. Like the younger you know that answer to that question, them be the people who, you know what I'm saying?
But that's how you end up with a
Yeah.
Fred Hampton down at 20. You know what I'm saying? 20. How old was it? 22.
Yeah.
That's how you end up with those minds coming into that so young.
Yeah.
Because they sit up here and watch the people in the 30s and 40s get locked up and murdered. And then somebody who watched that turn to their kid and say, you ain't got that long. You ain't got that luxury. You need to know this now, son. You need to know
Yeah.
this now, daughter. And then you got this 17-year-old that's talking like you're 19. You got this 19-year-old that's talking like you're 25. You got this 21-year-old talking like you're 30. And they see that shit. They like, oh yeah, rise of a black messiah once again.
Some young kids know what they want, but they don't get the, you know what I'm saying, the cultivation. You know what I'm saying? They don't get the, you know, like the people that care enough to like to push them to that. You know what I'm saying, and help them get there. But like, so they go both ways. It's just one of them things that's necessary though, because that's the shit that make you decide, like make decisions and make choices, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, they that, bro. It's like as much as the internet is like a bridge for people, it's a very controlled bridge. Like I look at the like we were saying. Shout out to Tanjan.
Yeah, peace, sis.
Like I say, my YouTube never pulls up a Mexican or Asian talking about what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like my YouTube never suggests some dude in China talking about the Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
It's
The
like
algorithm.
let 607 Hunk say something about the Black Panthers. He on my timeline for a month and a half.
And it may not even be that they're not saying it. It's just the algorithm don't. It's so cold. They're not
Definitely
gonna
saying, yeah, but it's not linking those two
never. Right.
bridges.
That's
It's taking
true.
your ass right over here to the niggas that.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, man. It's just like technology, and I know I ain't the first person to say it, but like it's a double-edged sword, man. As much good as it could do, is as much fucked up shit it could do. From every wave, man, every era. You know what I'm saying?
Who hands this in? It's always whose hands it's in. Tell y'all what you got in here.
She said she trolling.
Yeah, she trolled different. Let me see what she mean by trolling.
Through 80% of your votes behind the Democrats that put the Democrats in the White House. When you see this, you can see that the Negro vote is the key factor. And despite the fact that you are in a position to be the determining factor, what do you get out of it? The Democrats have been in Washington, D.C. only because of the Negro vote. They've been down there 4 years. And all other legislation they wanted to bring up, they brought it up and gotten it out of the way, and now they bring up you. And now they bring up you. You put them first and they put you last. Because you're a chump. Anytime you throw your weight behind a political party that controls 2/3 of the government, and that party can't keep the promise that it made to you during election time, and you're dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party, you're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race.
Yeah.
The fact that
Yeah, man, I fuck with Malcolm, man. Just tacos right now. You are a traitor to your race. With that traitorous diet. Now, what would Dr. Sebi say?
Dr. Sebi.
You want to troll tonight, Tajon? Yeah, man, I really got to lock in for that debate, man. But, you know, this is like my Rocky moment, man. Like, Domo has to die. You know?
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one for you, man. But like, I think you got like on your side. I think you got like more of a compelling case. You know what I'm saying? Domo probably got like the fundamentals of debate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
But
going to come in there and try to fallacy his way.
right.
He going to try to just discredit my argument, saying it's a slippery slope, it's appeal to authority, it's this, that, and the other, and we should recognize it. White power. No.
I think you got enough experience, man, to make a compelling case or whatever, man. That's all you could do, really, man. And just make it. Don't give him no layup.
So delusional. I don't see how he has a case. Like that's just how degenerate my mind is right now. Like I'm really having the conversation, and I'm like, how do you call this man a snake oil salesman? Like, do you know what a snake oil salesman? Okay, let's say he was wrong.
Yeah, I hear you.
Let's say he was uneducated. Let's say he was miseducated. Let's say he was late to the game, early to the game. But to be a snake oil salesman, you have to purposely sell.
You got to prove. You definitely got to prove the intent. You feel me? Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I believe Dr. Sebi stood on what the fuck he was saying. And, like, how does a man get summoned by the New York Supreme Court and go on that bitch by himself with no representation? That's somebody who know they telling the truth. And he might find out that day in court, sir, you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't. He won that case. He proved to the judge and the jury that he cured AIDS, bro. Being able to put that shit on record and register with the FDA, a whole nother conversation. But when that motherfucker got in that courtroom, they said, bring me one patient to each illness with pre and post diagnosis.
So
And
you saying it was no technical shit. Right.
Said again?
You saying it wasn't no technical shit to get him off?
No, it wasn't. No, it was the tech. Okay. It was the setup. Because if he get found guilty of this, then they get to prosecute him further. So the thing was, because phrases like cure and heal and medicine is patent under FDA regulation as far as medicinal. There's a different verbiage when it comes to medicinal. You understand what I'm saying? So him using that verbiage in a newspaper and declaring it, because you could yell the shit to a certain degree, but once you publish that shit, publishing gives accreditation to verbiage. So when it says the Usha Institute has ill AIDS, people are gonna look at that paper and go with it, because if it wasn't in the paper, if it's in the paper, it's true. So now you gotta stand on that shit in front of the Supreme Court and tell them what the fuck you mean when you say you heal AIDS. And so yeah, the charges was practicing medicine without a license. What he was selling or what he was giving people wasn't medicine, it was food. So that's the technical part people was talking about. But what the state was biting down on was, I know he's not just using food. I believe that they knew he was, but he had found some chemical or he's using some drug. But when they looked at it, they said, no, it's all natural food. This is the root of this plant, the leaf of this plant, the stalk of this plant, the seed of this plant, the extract of this plant. And it's like he's not doing nothing that could be patented. So if he would have been found with one chemical in any one of them drugs, it would have escalated from practicing medicine without a license to some major. So they tried to catch him on the technicality. You're using this verbiage. But with that, once you get in that court case, once you get in that room and that judge say, bring me a patient, this clearly isn't about verbiage. Once that judge say, bring me a patient from each illness, this clearly not about verbiage. Because even if he would have proved that he healed people, they wouldn't have made the medicinal dictionary changes, standards of what is defining heal and cure and medicine as. You know, so he came in that courtroom, bro, with no representation. He didn't go buy no Jewish lawyer. He didn't go get no Jamaican motherfucker. He didn't even get his Uncle Vinny to represent him. He said, I know they can't win because what I'm doing, like the Victor, whatever his name is, from the FDA, that motherfucker said he either deserves the Nobel Peace Prize or prison time.
That's crazy.
Now, he said, I do. He did say, I think the latter. He said, I think he needs to be locked up. But he went in front of the Supreme Judge and a jury, and they disagreed with Victor. They said he don't deserve to be locked up. So what do he deserve, Victor? A fucking Nobel Peace Prize. But you can't give it to him because the FDA standards in the American Medical Society and the NHI and all of these other organizations that they show. If it ain't, it's a capitalist society. Everything is about money. the judicial system by money, the medical industry by money, the educational industry by money, the fucking, like, name it. Name it, and I'm going to tell you who funds it. And if it wasn't worth funding, they going to get your ass the fuck up out of there. They don't give a fuck if you got a school in your city. I better make money off that motherfucker. And I'll show you that shit. And it's like, we know that shit, but the conversation is so large, we have to compartmentalize each part of it and say, well, if this is true, and if this is true, and if this is true, and then after 100 times saying, and if this is also true, isn't it safe to come to the conclusion that this is all about money, and the motherfucker really don't want you to be as educated or as healthy or as close to your family or as in control of the laws in your land as they fucking display to you? Like, it's such an intricate game that they laid down and practiced and perfected and got every angle. They done already came up with a category for you to fit in as soon as you have an opinion. Soon as you have one opinion, oh, you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, oh, you're an independent, you're the Green Party, you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you're an atheist, you're anti-black, you're anti-African, you're pro-black. You're like, as soon as you come up with an opinion, and it takes so much time for you to get to 70 years old for people to finally understand what the fuck you saying. And Sabi just got put in that box. Sabi got put in that box. Living life is hard, man. Like, it's easy to just find a job and go there every day as scheduled. But when you step outside of that shit, man, you are a dead man. The value in life is not what you need to be doing. And we don't understand that, bro. Like, we sit up here and watch movies with heroes in it all day. You don't know what it takes to be a hero. Heroes don't get glorified. Heroes don't survive the movie. There's no part two. There's never a part two to a real hero. He dies. He dies. Right. And if any hero got a part two, I think it is Dr. Sabi. Like, that motherfucker lived for a long time. I think you can really make a part two, part three out of Dr. Sabi. But I mean, that's, as far as I know, until something comes out of the Usha Institute, because right now it just leveled off. It's like they ignoring them. It's like they raided P. Diddy and didn't raid the Usha Institute. Like, that's just something that, the fig tree store. That's just something for me to just ponder on. Like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, I'm really delusional. I don't see an argument that Domo could bring with all of his fucking John D. Rockefeller education. There's not a curriculum that John D. Rockefeller funded that could win the argument that Dr. Sabi was a fucking snake oil salesman. And his kids still running around today saying, we cure AIDS. Man, lock them up. At least put them on trial. At least test it. You know what the judge asked the motherfuckers who brought the charges against Dr. Sabi? They said, did you use or test the product? They said no. He said, you might be in trouble. Because the answer that this man just gave me when I asked him, did he cure AIDS, is the answer of a man who cured AIDS. Like, the judge was on Sabi's side, bro, you would think. But when you brought the case, honestly, to court, it was like, oh, he said he cured AIDS and he put it in the newspaper. We asked him to take it out and he did. So we're bringing him on practicing medicine without a license. And he said, okay, well, what medicine is he selling? Celery root. So that's not, like, what the fuck are we doing here? Well, he made claims of curing AIDS, and he said, okay, well, what would it take for him to, you see what I'm saying? Like, the judge is trying to give him a chance. Like these people trying to railroad him. He said, okay, bring one patient of each illness, pre and post diagnosis. He came up to 9 people. It was like AIDS, cancer, fucking lupus. It was blindness. You know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker brought 77 people. The judge told that motherfucker, he said, man, when I was a young man, no, it was a woman. He said, when I was a young woman, I wanted to change the world. I became a judge. But I get to make a ruling about someone who's going to change the world. Not guilty. Like, this was, and the records is fucking sealed. Like, that should be, what the fuck are we doing? But then I can understand you brought 77 people to court. You got to put them all on record. And these are people who had herpes, AIDS, and all type of shit. So you want to protect them. So I'm really not mad at them selling the records. I just wish I could get access. But Dr. stood in front of, I'm sorry, brother, what you say?
I was just saying, my fault. I was just saying, to me though, the debate ain't even about the age, man. Like it's like you said, like, can you prove that he's a snake oil salesman, man? And that's something like, like I said, you gotta improve it, you gotta prove the intent. So like if the man like not intending to like to get over on people and all that, like I don't know if you can prove that. Like
At all, bro.
I ain't seen nothing. You know
You
what I'm
know
saying?
what your salesmen do when somebody call them out? When 3-4 people come marching up the block saying, this bitch. He packs his shit, he leaves, he burns everything, changes his name, and move on.
Yeah.
You know what happened when the fucking Supreme Court confronted Sabi? He went to court without a lawyer. He didn't run to Honduras and say, come get me if you can. He didn't go to Cuba with Assata Shakur. That nigga came down to their building and walked in that motherfucker, let them pat him down, looking at the walls and the ceiling like, nice building. I grew up in the house with no floor, dirt floors. Nice building. Went in there without a lawyer and got acquitted on his own testimony. Come on.
Snake oil, you don't even got the profile of a snake oil. You know, snake oil salesmen, they be suited and booted. They look, you know what I'm saying? They be dressed to the T. You know what I'm saying? They keep a couple thousand in their pocket just in case they run into somebody that they owe.
That nigga
there you go. There you go. I'm gonna give you the rest. I'm gonna give you the rest when I see you. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I'm gonna put you in on it. You get at the bottom of the pyramid. That nigga didn't die with a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Died with a mansion. Dr. Sabi had a glass house. Literally. The nigga built a glass house and everything, that motherfucker. That nigga didn't die with a Rolex on his arm. Michael Eric Dyson lives better than Dr. Sabi lived. Obama.
I wouldn't be mad if you called him a snake oil salesman, man. He definitely got the profile,
but Domo said that's his big homie.
Yeah, you know, all that slick talking and yeah.
But then guess who's in the trailer for the documentary of Dr. Sabi? Michael motherfucking Eric Dyson. And I played that from
It don't surprise me.
Yeah, I played that trailer from what Nick Cannon put out. Michael Eric Dyson and that motherfucker talking. I said, I don't think he hit a kick Sabi in the nuts. You know. Like I said, man, it's a dangerous thing being ahead of your time. And it's a dangerous thing being behind your time. But if being behind your time push you ahead of your time, that's the most dangerous thing. To find an ancient way of being better than the modern way, they say, oh, hell no. That's why when that little African motherfucker told that cracker about penicillin, when that African motherfucker told that cracker motherfucker that, oh yeah, my grandma used to take the pus from the wound and would cut you and put it in, and it wouldn't affect you. That motherfucker didn't get an honorary master's degree in any type of science or medicine. I mean, yeah, they'll hear about you in the future, but guess what? Penicillin. Like, and that shit happens over and over and over again. But you go into these institutions funded by John D. Rockefeller, and you come out in proximity of white people with this mentality that niggas is stupid. Man, all right. We don't need a book to tell us how to heal ourselves. We don't need a book to tell us how to feed ourselves. We don't need a book to tell us how to love ourselves. And we don't need a book to tell us who the creator is. All of that is in our nature. Like a tree grows towards the sun, we grow towards the truth. And it's never been any other way. Now, you have had to oppress a people for half a century. Or what's a century? 100 years. You had to oppress a people for a half a century. Oppress them in another land for another half a century. Displace them, engulf them in a language, a diet, a social circle, a government, education, a judicial system for you to get a motherfucker to come out of there saying anything remotely close to this. We too educated. Trying to be smart. Sign me up. Oh, you got it all? Download it to me. They're like, oh yeah, well, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, General fucking Custer. And you educated, and you don't know shit about black people. But you're the most educated motherfucker in the world. How do you not snap out of that at some point in time? Yeah. And you go into the science, and you think, well, science is science. Science is, this is the observation of something. What if they never fucking look at your ass, nigga? Then what the fuck study do you get funded to even give a fuck about what you're saying? Science is funded. Somebody has to pay for the funding of this research. And if a motherfucker ain't making no money off of it, what the fuck am I funding it for? To go to heaven? No. No. You said Dr. Sebi said what? Yeah, he gets no bread. You telling me it ain't one herbalist on the earth that the FDA said fuck with him? Not one. Fuck with her. She's 130. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker has cooked for 1,000 grandkids. Never been sick. Ain't lost no hearing. Ain't lost no sight. Can still kick you in your knee with enough force that'll make you respect it. No, bro, they had that shit. It ain't one herbalist. It ain't one herb. Fuck a herbalist. Fuck the person. It ain't one mineral, one herb, one root that the FDA is saying, hey, y'all, fuck with this. No, it's always some thick synthetic version of that. Money. Domo cannot win this. Domo is a dead, educated, voting motherfucker. What'd you say, look?
You said he can't win.
Saying this, bro. I'm too delusional. I'm too delusional. I don't see it, bro. I don't see Dr. Sebi being a snake on yourself.
Domo jumped out the window, though.
Dumbo jumped out the college dorm window, bro. I think he jumped out the university window. Snake oil salesman, and that's a specific term.
It is a specific term.
You understand what I'm saying? So the mentality of that comes out of an education funded by the same people who who created the medical industry out of synthetic drugs. Fam, what's up? Nah. Fam, what's up, man? No. Man. But yeah, man, motherfuckers too educated to be critical thinkers.
It's gonna be an interesting one, bro.
Yeah, bro, I'm on that shit. I'm on that shit. And then I ain't even got no premise. And that's the thing that Domo do. He don't send premises. He like to get you in a shark debate where he come in and say, the debate ain't about is Dr. Savior Snake Oil says. It's about did he say something wrong at any point in his life. Domo
You
works
right there.
is getting put out in the first round against me. I'm telling you, that's something that Domo has already swore to his God would never happen.
It is a specific term, though.
Ooh. Yeah. Dr. Sabi, Snake Oil sales. God damn. But Obama was flawed but necessary.
It sounds like the same shit, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this because it's necessary, in your opinion. It still mean he was a snake on film. Don King, like, he was necessary, wasn't he? You know what I'm saying? He was promoting them big fights. He was bringing all the seats in the building. Well, guess what? He walking off with all the money.
But shout out to Don King. Shout out to Obama. Shit. I can't correct a motherfucker. But yeah, I'm on that though. I really know I'm on that like an argument. It's not an argument I ain't seeing, it's not dismissal. So to me, the only thing he could do, but he's the affirmative, so he has to set a firm premise. This is why I say Dr. Sebi is a snake oil salesman. He has to show what a snake oil salesman is. He has to show what Dr. Sebi is, and he has to connect it to them. The thing is, in this interview, he said based off the court cases, testimony, and how people responded to Dr. Sebi, he's a snake oil salesman. Well, I want to know what motherfucking court case, what motherfucking testimonies, and what motherfucking response to Dr. Sebi did you see that led you to believe he's a fucking snake oil salesman? Yeah. I'll make sure y'all motherfucking tuned in. And then it's a 10-minute round. It's a 10-minute round. Not complaining. Not saying that's not good enough. But it's a 10-minute round.
I think you can get them in the rebuttal. I mean, not the rebuttal, but the what's that when y'all go back and forth? What's that?
The questioning round.
Yeah, that's.
He dies. He dies. Domo has never been able to beat me in the questioning round. Never. Domo, his tactic is not answer questions and not allow you time to clarify your answer. He wants yes or no. But when he answers questions, it's, well, what you got to understand is, see, that's why you don't get, it's always throwing the lob to people who want to believe that you don't know what you're talking about to slam dunk it. Yeah, you're right. He don't know. And it's like, we gotta stop being so prideful. We gotta stop wanting to be so. Ain't nothing wrong with getting an education. Ain't nothing wrong with getting an education. Get your education and utilize it right. But it's a lot of people that get an education and don't utilize it right. You might as well dropped out and got your motherfucking GED. You'd be better off in life right now. You know? So when it comes to this, and then you debating on fucking YouTube, this I mean, we pushing the envelope. I believe we bringing a higher grade of debate on YouTube, yes. But when you have a chat vote influence the debate, know that the chat is full of paralyzed people drinking fucking Wild Irish Road. They got porn on pause while they pay attention to your chat for 15 minutes. Like, this is not the most studied group of people being funneled and suggested to your channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I lean on the official judges, the people that I can hold accountable as I see they level of logic as they judge from debate to debate.
Yeah, that chat vote is tough, man.
I
said that chat vote.
Yeah, man, that chat. If you jump on the panel the day before the debate and just piss off somebody that the chat like, you dead. Fuck your debate, nigga. I'm voting against your ass. You told Q Butter his hat stank. We on your head. You would not win the debate around here. As long as I own the motherfucking $45 track phone, I can push this button on the screen and vote your ass no. And then go smoke crack with this white woman and beat on her kids. While my avatar is some beautiful, respected monument somewhere. My name is this illustrious title of reverence. Like, y'all not real, man. I've never had the opportunity to play with life like that. Yeah. Neither would I want to. But yeah,
When is y'all debate again? I know y'all probably been seeing
26. The 26th. And I'm from 26th Avenue. So I guess if you want to talk about loving your hood, astrology and numbers and stuff like that, because it was set up for Assata Shakur Day. See, November 2nd is Assata Shakur Day, and I don't care if nobody celebrated but me. I will not be going to work November 2nd. That is a global fucking holiday for me. So it all starts with the chemicals. It all starts with the chemicals. It all starts with the chemicals, bro. And if you got to dig your nails into your motherfucking skin to set off that natural reaction that allows that motherfucking dopamine to flow through your motherfucking blood, to make it to your motherfucking organs, to put you in peak performance, motherfucker, you better shit, bite down, bite yourself. I'd rather bite myself than let the motherfucker bite me and then be surprised. The hell we bite? Yes, we bite. Nigga, I'm biting my motherfucking self. So I'm letting you know I'm going to bite you. I just bit myself, so I'm letting you know. Shit, nigga. I'm trying to bite a hole in your side and suck whatever the fuck in there out. I'm trying to displace you from what you love the most, Domo. I'm gonna take you right up out of that white motherfucking black, historically black, modernly white university, and I'm gonna set your ass right here in this dirt floor house with this naked Honduras woman who's raising her son to be the most prolific killer that ever existed. You're dead. I don't respect you like you don't respect me, Domo. You're dead. That's why you don't hit no links. That's why you don't do no promo. That's why you don't send no premise. You don't go back and forth. You don't let the people get none of it. I got to talk to Lou. And I love talking to Lou. Don't take it as an insult. But I'm pretty sure that Lou would love for you to hit this link and give some type of dialogue about what the fuck you talking about. But you're not. But you're not.
Let me ask you this. Did Dr. Sebi, did he ever call himself Dr. Sebi? Or is that something that the people gave him like this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Like I say, America has a lock on language that the rest of the world don't recognize. If you heal me and Gary Indiana, nigga, you are my doctor. Are you a accredited doctor with the FDA and you can advertise yourself as a doctor? No. But I will never go to no one else other than you. So in places like Honduras, where Sebi is from, the people called him a healer. The people called him a doctor. So, and I
I'm
mean,
sure he didn't get himself that. Yeah, that's what I was curious.
yeah, that was. I mean, that's what the fuck they called him. You know,
That's what black people do though. Like, you know, they like that's you know what I'm saying, that's auntie, even though it's like, you know, your neighbor or something, you know, like they just give you the title that's, you know what I'm saying, that represent like your relationship. You feel me? Yeah.
yeah, bro. Whether they liked it or not, everybody in Honduras didn't like Dr. Sabi. Everybody in Honduras didn't know about Dr. Sabi. Everybody in Honduras called that nigga Fredo, Alfred. It was like a regular person. But it comes to the point where it's like, what is he known as? He's known as Dr. Sabi. The people called him Doctor. His wife named him Sabi. And when he came to America, he called himself Magic Johnson, Air Jordan, the Black Mama, Dr. Sabi. That is a profession. That motherfucker would tell you from the gate, I didn't go to school, I didn't read no books. So that argument is out of the window. I never came in this country and put a stethoscope around my neck and put on a white robe, nigga. No. Look, people, they just they're so childish, and they need you to fit in this box. So I understand you, because we know when we do the things we don't understand. Man. And you telling me after all of my years I devoted to college, out of all of my dollars I devoted to college, out of all of the fucking relationships that I done formed, and the proximity, the power that I've gained, I'm gonna turn over and risk it all for a little black boy raised by some naked woman in Honduras who don't even got a fucking wood floor? No. Almost dead. Domo dies. Domo dies. Domo dies. He dies. He's gonna come in that motherfucker. He's gonna avoid the court case. He's gonna avoid the court case. Because you don't come up out of a Supreme Court talking about you cured AIDS and you ain't cured AIDS. I don't give a fuck what language you use. You don't come up out of Supreme Court talking about you cured AIDS and you did not prove in that court you fucking cured AIDS. I just said I need one patient from each diagnosis. If he'd have brought 75% of the patients, that 25% would have landed his ass in jail. You're lying. That nigga came in there and proved 100% to 100% white person and 100% white judicial system in 1987 that he cured fucking AIDS, herpes, lupus. And that nigga went crazy, man. And they wrapped that shit up, sealed that shit, threw his ass back out into the street, and then called his ass a snake oil salesman. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you never talked to your grandmama? Like, you never seen how your grandmama healed shit? Like, I was born in 79. My father had to be born in 50 something, 60 something. My grandma had to be born in 30 something, 20 something. That motherfucking mirror in that bathroom looked different. I remember you didn't even have to hide nothing. I remember you couldn't open up that mirror in the bathroom. It was really a mirror. It wasn't hiding medicines. And then when that motherfucker did start opening up, that motherfucker had fake teeth, teeth cleaner, toothpaste, floss. That motherfucker ain't have a whole bunch of prescriptions. Cause that pantry. Motherfuckers done traded that pantry for a goddamn medicine cabinet. Right in front of your face. Oh, well, something's wrong with me. What do I need? Well, you need this drug. But what is this drug? It's a synthetic version of what your grandmama used to take care of you. But don't listen to your grandma. Listen to us. Because we can sell you this. We can patent this. We can make it illegal for you to go home and mix a little tetraxide oxide and a little moxicillin and a little goddamn diclofenac together and come up with some new shit. And your ass going to the prison.
So let me ask you this, Suave. Like you said, the crowd, the chat got a vote, and then it's regular judges, right? So like how does that work? Like is it like they both get 50%?
No, let me see. Well, I got the website pulled up here. Let me go to, let me see, because I think it's on debate format. Opening premise, rebuttal, rapid. Okay, hold on, let me see. Regulations, maybe it's in the rules and regulations. Judge and game. Trying to see, because I could have sworn it said something about that somewhere in our mission. Slander, suspension, violation of judges, challenges, times. I don't know. Maybe there isn't that fucking chat. But I could have sworn I heard it say somewhere it said challenges are only made to return to challenges exceeding challenges. If any of the rules of order machine still face my case, the debaters need to know that they are being judged fairly to this very level rule, keeping the judges trust legitimately broken to keep the trust factor judges strong in lines of conduct. I don't know. I guess. I had to ask. I had to see. As far as I know, there's a people vote or chat vote. So I can't please 100% of the people 100% of the time. I guess. Whatever slogan of a t-shirt I need to make, I'll wear it.
Yeah. But you know, we used to promo, we used to have interactions for the debates and stuff, you know? When you know you lying, is it safe? Is it safe to fucking show that interaction?
That motherfucker jumped on the pedal and said, "Did doctors say we cure AIDS?" Nigga, yeah. Why ask me? Ask the motherfucking New York Supreme Court.
Who's that? Bobby?
Nah, that's what Double got up here asked. He hit that link one time and jumped up here and got frustrated talking to me, which I don't understand. Like, you know, like he just don't get my logic. Like, you don't understand what I'm saying at all. I'm talking bullshit 100%. It's just, it's amazing. But once I learned about higher education and how Rockefeller paid for the black universities and shit, and designed the curriculum, I understood exactly where his logic came from. I did. I really did. I saw the direct link between destroying how humans should be healed and how humans are educated. I saw that direct link and I said, oh, people are coming up out of these colleges talking that shit. You don't know what you're talking about. I've talked to plenty of white people about this over a great amount of time. That black dude that made Plasticine, he ain't learned that in college. Now, they just showed a video of him starting the car off that shit. And let me be the first and the second person to say, I wouldn't be surprised if that shit was fake and staged. I wouldn't be surprised if that shit was fake and staged. If they're throwing it, because I've been seeing for a while a lot of alternative energy motors. I saw a guy said he built a car that ran off of fucking oxygen, off of air. I saw a guy said he built a car that ran off of water. I seen the guy that said he built a car that ran off of radio waves. And that shit is really getting some type of publicity. So I'm not mad if they would throw a black person out there that made fuel out of trash and it end up being some publicity stunt or something. I don't know. But you only got one time to hear Will start talking about you made Plastilene before your ass get up on the local news. Now, I ain't seen him on the local news. I haven't. I've seen people that still in their testing phase of stem cell research on the news. Oh no, we ain't figured it out. We ain't really did nothing with it, but we're philosophizing. We're guessing. We're hoping. And then here goes somebody and say, yeah, no more guessing. Stop by my house. Don't stop by the gas station. Stop by my crib. And that nigga ain't on the news.
Look at that John going in on Obama. That's crazy.
Yeah, tell John Charlie. Told you she do it different.
He killing Obama, boy.
He should have did something. Obama should have did something for black people. I don't give a fuck if it took him crushing the Constitution. Fuck this Constitution. Guess what I'm about to do? I'm about to give black people forgiveness of debt, exclusivity from taxes. Finna give them some land, some education, and a shitload of money until they learn how to work with it. I'm gonna give black people enough money that they can fuck it off and come back. I'm gonna give you $1 billion this day, and then 15 years from now, you get another $1 billion. What? Yeah, each and every black person. I don't give a fuck if we gotta cut education nationwide. Nobody going to school, but America is gonna pay reparations. Guess what? Y'all can't go to school. Ain't no more McDonald's, Burger King. Ain't no more motherfucking Bank of America. No more Jordans. I don't know how we gonna get a Mercedes to you. No more Mercedes. We finna pay black people. We finna finally tell them to shut the fuck up. Here's $1 billion. Leave us the fuck alone.
That nigga was getting too big for his britches, boy. 'Cause that motherfucker was definitely talking down on, especially like black men, calling us misogynists and all that type of shit.
Who is that?
Obama.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Got too condescending. Motherfucker.
That's what his mama, he heard his mama say to her friends when he was little. When he was sitting in that room for the white women.
That white woman said that, yeah.
That mentality come up out of there, man. Even when he has a solution, it's based in having a white mother.
He think we just celebrate him getting elected and that's it.
Oh yeah. Somebody who's posing as black has made it to the White House. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps.
Son, I like Jay-Z. I'm one of y'all. Yeah.
You said Jay-Z?
Yeah. That was how he used to like operate, like when he did with us.
Yeah. I'm a Jay-Z hater. I admit that. I'm not purposely, it just developed over amount of years, but
No, I wasn't no Jay-Z fan. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on, like for the reason why I really like Jay-Z too much. And it's because the era he come up out of, and then them two niggas dying, and then all of a sudden he get the throne. It's like I saw too much to like respect it. It's like he just got put there because there was an empty space.
oh yeah. That nigga turned on Dame Dash. Now, I don't truly understand what relationship he had with Dame Dash, but goddamn it, Lou. I don't give a fuck how cool me and you are. But if we are in every video, every goddamn magazine, on every record together, Lou, I can't see just sweeping the world from up under you like that. Like that's Dame Dash. And nobody talks about that shit. Like that's not like the ultimate betrayal. Like Dame had a vision to become the biggest motherfuckers who ever had something to do with music ever. Transcending hip hop, transcending being a rapper, producer, label owner. That motherfucker were the black distributions, black marketing in every genre. And that nigga Jay-Z said, man, how much you got? Beyonce, you bullshit.
It's like, man, I like to be enlightened by the music, man. Like what Lauren say, music's supposed to inspire. And it's not that's not his fault. It's just like you wasn't telling me shit, man. I mean, I know like them drug dealers and shit and them people fuck with Jay-Z, but you know what I mean? Like it like not elevating nothing, man. Like, you know, and I that's
Right.
just the way I feel.
The music I listened to was my big brothers and sisters.
Right,
The music I listened to laced my shoes. It put me on game. It opened
right.
my eyes. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't tell me how to cook crack again. That's why I never got into Jay-Z. Every album nigga coming there telling you how to cook crack. I get it. God
Right.
damn, talk about something else.
I mean,
And
like I get that.
I fucked with him.
I mean, I get that a lot of other people might have gotten that from the brother. I'm just saying I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say I'm a Jay-Z hater, but it's like, nah. I was there, man. I saw Reasonable Doubt like sit on a shelf, like it came out, and while them other niggas was alive and all that. But then when they died, and then he did another album, and then people ran back to Reasonable Doubt.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like nah, nigga, that sound like people
Talking about
just
that.
using
Who you
people,
talking about that dad?
huh? A big and Pac.
Oh, I'm thinking on a bigger like Big L and Jazz O
Mm,
and the
Nah,
motherfucking style he took.
all that's included too, but I'm just talking about like when them two niggas died, it was a space in hip hop that was left. And Master P is another guy that benefited from him, but I at least got a little more respect for him because the way he did it, like he come out the trunk, like you know what I mean, like. But
Mm,
like this nigga, it just like it filled the void for a lot of niggas, and I wasn't looking for no new niggas to fill no void. I was already into hip hop and all that. I started from damn near day one, so like that didn't work on me. The
mm-hmm.
Jay Z thing. And still, all due respect to like what he accomplished and everything else, but like nah, I mean,
Yeah, Jay-Z is one of them people I have to admit I lived during his era and I had to pick out the bones. Shout out to him, but and his life ain't over.
it
He
ain't.
still has enough life to like turn around and say the current president doesn't care about black people.
I guess for me it was like I was kind of evolving from industry hip hop at that time. Not to say it wasn't no new artists after that came out that what I'm saying, that I liked or whatever. But like it was like I was maturing at that time. Like well, what I mean, like I don't put celebrities on no pedestal like that. Like that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Mm-hmm.
put people on no pedestal like that, man.
Mm-hmm. Now that I'm getting into speeches and lectures, this music ain't hitting on shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like they really ain't saying shit. Uh,
Yeah,
Getting introduced to people that's like speaking power, truth to power.
yeah. He kind of was in that era to where the regional aspect started to leave hip hop. You know what I mean? To where you can like just hire a producer from anywhere. If it's a hot track, then because before that, most of the stuff was like, okay, you could just hear it off the track. This an East Coast track. That's the West Coast. You know what I mean? He was doing the thing where getting tracks from everywhere. I mean, and that's to his benefit, but you know, basically commercializing hip hop and everything. It ain't just him. You know, the Bad Boy, they was doing that. You know, and then too, like we said before, like the tech, he said how technology tends to water the creativity down. So I was kind of evolving like at that time, like from like industry.
Hmm. Like independent was the way to go. What the fuck is y'all steadily chasing this check for? Like, look at all the people that went broke fucking with the industry. What
Hell
the?
yeah.
And I mean hardcore rappers. Like, where's Black Thought? Where's Talib Kweli? Where's Mos Def? Or what's
Yeah.
his name? I usually could remember. Where are these niggas at? You know?
And them some of the brothers that came out
Who?
after Jay-Z, them some of the brothers that I did fuck with, like after the Jay-Z, you know, like Mos Def now
Mhm.
and Black Thought now. They had like original sound, you know what I mean?
And me, not gonna lie, it's like Jay-Z sound like a bunch of niggas standing on the corner in New York. There's a bunch of niggas that has that flow, that rap, that feel, that smell. You know, he just was the face. He was the marketable person that I guess put his money on his career and market it to the right people. Because you don't market to
Made the
the
right deals and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what you know what I mean?
but I seen like Freddie Gibbs, you don't market to the consumer. You market to the people who sell to the consumers. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like we can make them like you. We don't need you to have a hometown presence. Niggas, you wouldn't do this. Okay, we'll go to this interview, this photo shoot, this studio session. And you'll be a star when you wake up in the morning. You can thank us later. I said, I refuse to be that impressed, man. But like I said, he's still young. Jay-Z could end up the greatest person on earth in my motherfucking life. Like, you know, what Jay-Z did in 2047 changed everything. I guess we'll see. What does an 80-year-old Jay-Z look like? Does he look like Hugh Hefner? Or does he look like Dr. Satan?
Yeah, that nigga, boy, he definitely made the right deals, boy. That's an example of a nigga, boy. The right moves. Let me go and get this. Let me get Beyonce. Let me goddamn it. Let me sign Rihanna. We work with these producers. Let's get that collab with Bun B. You
Mm-hmm.
know, that's decisions. That's great decisions and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hook up with Kanye West.
Yeah, Kanye was a pillar in Jay-Z's career. I don't care what nobody say. Kanye's production separated Jay-Z in the way he was
Forget,
trying to separated.
don't forget them Philly niggas, Beanie and State Property and all them niggas.
Mm-hmm.
A pillar.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people would disagree. I'm just saying, like, a lot of rappers ain't get those looks and shit, man. Like you said, Kanye a pillar, Beyonce a pillar.
Mm-hmm. Dame Dash was a pillar.
Yeah,
Beanie Siegel was a pillar. Shit, Chris and Neef and fucking
yeah.
like, everything around him. He definitely
So
has.
it's other things, you know what I'm saying? They just, like at least, because I got issues with Nas too. You know what I mean? But at least, that was him all the way through.
Oh, Nas the po man. I'll leave Nas alone.
I mean, it's just like it's, it's like
He tried.
it's like hooping on steroids. Jay-Z was on steroids, and Nas was just hooping just off regular. I mean, it looks like a ordinary career. I mean, not to say that he's ordinary, but like compared to Jay-Z, what I mean.
Yeah.
And
Well,
again, to his own benefit, so we can't, I ain't hating on him.
I'm in with Midwest nigga, man. I was listening to Psychodrama and Crucial Conflict and Twister.
Please, man. Like, I refuse to talk about like those West Side niggas. Not that I'm hating on them, but I know some of these niggas intimately. I've been in rooms. I saw them come up. So it's like if I ever get into conversations about that, like, you know what I mean, it could go like in places to where like, you know what I mean, I just want to keep people's image of what that is on that.
Well, I'm
But
definitely drag you down that dark and dirty alleyway.
my
I
ex, man,
get that up
my
out of you.
my ex went to school with them niggas, with them psychodrama niggas and shit. Like, and listen, it ain't no negative shit like that, but it's just you already like like they're from the West Side.
Mhm.
You know what
Well,
I
I'm from
mean?
Gary, so we
Yeah,
look
no doubt,
at y'all as the same shit.
no doubt, no doubt.
It's like looking at Philly and New Jersey and all that shit is the East Coast. Like, no,
You
like
can't even bring up nuisance around my ex, boy. She what fucking
I
unbelievable.
interviewed Nuisance on this very channel, on this very same channel some years ago.
Check that out. I'm about to check that out.
Yeah, I definitely did. It will. Put your headphones in, listen to it on low. Turn your brightness on your screen.
No, I don't have no animosity towards them, but like I just yeah.
Oh, you said your ex, not the girl you know. Mhm. Yeah, but like Buck is like the hardest nigga I ever heard. After he changed his style and he went to that more I'm gonna give it to you like you told it to me. See, this world can be colder than a bit. You see how frozen it can be, and over in the blink of an eye situation of basing and hatred, you can taste it. It's a non-humiliated. You do wrong, you gone to the basement. But I'm faced with niggas just like me trying to replace my placement. From the steady looks shit, niggas don't want no statements. Steady on some hate shit. I'm embracing my defense, helping me keep my patience. Once that nigga start doing that, nobody can fuck with that nigga, dog. Nobody could fuck. You weren't constructing a verse more iller than that nigga, dog. Like, that nigga was saying some shit from Chicago. I said, what the fuck, bro?
You had like a voice that could like, because producers will tell you all the time, like certain people with certain voice, how it hits over the over the mix. Like there's, like his, what I mean. He just had one of those voices. He had his own,
That's when he changed it.
style.
In it, when they was doing that, when they first came out, he had that same side flow. With I think it was fucking the focus in the focus. Like he had that same. He sounded like side, but like one day that nigga just came out with that auto-tone, slowed it down, and really focused on the words that he was saying. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. I would say like out the West Side, I had to give it to Twister though, like the best, because I didn't know, like I heard him rap slow, and like until you get used until you hear him rap slow, like you realize like the shit this man be saying
No, bro.
when he rapping fast.
I didn't even have to slow it down. Twist is like the Tupac, right? He's like, obviously Twister has it. Because like you said, it wasn't even just the fact that Twister was flowing fast. It was Twister said what the fuck he wanted to say. While most niggas was back in the back and the act of the lack and the crack and that. Like, nah, I know a whole bunch of motherfuckers in my past school. Everybody with a red school, popping a flare flute. How to put you from my head for true. This talk was dramatic when they were static, it was scared to shoot. Police were bad to shoot. To get you dig up the one way for the love face with white chalk. If you enter the silk with your little piece of hype talk, if you want to see me, you might walk. Even if it's the time of day, it needs to find a way like old goes up with no dose. Covering yourself in your bros with songs I was like the popo, pose in the toe pose. Take a shot down cheese. That nigga was saying what the fuck he wanted to say. I said, how do you have that type of verbal control, bro? That nigga was.
I'll give you an example, right? Like you remember Chris Brown, like "Look at Me Now." You know what I mean? Like, and you heard how Busta was rapping over there, like right with it. Then I'm gonna get it. Then I'm gonna do it. But he ain't really saying nothing. He's just saying, "Then I'm gonna do it." Right. But then you hear Twister, like he's really spitting bars that fast. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't saying none of that. Then I'm gonna, just rhyming that. Like he's rhyming, like he's actually spitting like setup bars and all that.
Adrenaline Rush to me is the best album from beginning to end. It got the less filler. It got the less, let's try to get on radio hits. That shit was straight. Adrenaline Rush, Overdose, Unsolved Mysteries, Get You Wet, Play With Your, like, that motherfucking album was crazy. Not even gonna lie.
And them Crucial niggas, man. I went to school with Never. He was a regular hip hop dude, beating on tables, beatboxing and spitting bars in the lunchroom, nigga. And I used to live next door to what's his name? The tall nigga, man. I forget his name.
Cold Heart, Kilo.
Not Cole, Kilo. His mother used to live right next door. Wild Style used to live up the street. So I remember when them niggas they came out the mud, but they just had, they got caught up in the industry, like in terms of, like your record deals and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
But Never was the best rapper out of them. Just quiet. He's the best.
And I'm not even against that because he was the one who got, to me, he was the one that was furthest in the back. Like Wild Style was like up front, obviously. And then Kilo, I think personally I liked him. But Never was definitely like in the back, which I'll kind of be looking at that like that's that boy right there. And a lot of people like the underdog. Like a lot of people say that Turk is the coldest out of the Cash Money. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the best rapper don't never be like, you know, on the front. It's the industry, so like.
But Cole Hard and Kilo was damn near the same person to me.
Yeah.
I got them. I fucked with them. Smoke a hand in the middle of the bar. Come on, bro.
Psycho can't stand that shit. Boy. he always picking on that song.
That's fucked. I bet he did. That Wu-Tang would have made it. It was the greatest song on earth.
Only thing was though, like when they was coming up and all that, Do or Die and all that, like I wasn't really into the Chi-Town type of sound. I was a B-boy from the beginning. So like when Chi-Town started catching the wave, when it came to hip hop, like, cause it was Chicago's a house city. So like it took a long time for like that actual hip hop as the culture to start picking up in Chicago. But some of us was down since the beginning. Like, and I'm one of them niggas, like, from the Beach Street days and all that. So like that's why like in the chat when Psycho was playing that house shit, I kept putting up the throw up emojis because I really was never no house nigga. It's hard to believe, because that's what everybody else was doing. But there was little pockets of like real b-boy shit going on in Chicago. Talking about niggas who break dance, who throw up graffiti, all that shit. Like who's really dealing with the culture. But like we was in the minority for a while. But like around the time like when Crucial Conflict and all them and the Do or Die at Psychodrama and them, that's when some of the people start looking at hip hop from the cultural aspect. But remember what I told y'all the other day, like about Psycho, like when he got into it, like into hip hop and everything, the rules, and then by the time like the next crop came in, like the rules was a little bit different. It wasn't all the way what it is now, but as people come in, the rules, certain things get more and more acceptable. So that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, so I really didn't like appreciate them like I should have.
I mean, me and the hating ass section. Like we hate ourselves. It's easy to go somewhere else to get love than stay here. Like if Jay-Z would have grew up in Chicago, he'd have never been Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact because we don't dick ride. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we don't care whack. It's like nigga, nigga, all of us twisted. All of us. Like who the fuck is you? You know what I'm saying?
Twist is actually one of the ones that's actually from the original like beginning of hip hop, like fucking with you from as a culture.
Infamous Syndicate.
Yeah.
You know who that is?
I just can't place them right now.
Infamous Syndicate was two females.
They from where? They from where?
I heard it. Yeah. You said who?
You said they from where?
They from Chicago.
The west side or the south side?
Of course. West.
Okay.
They had, which to me, like I say, all that shit the same shit. Right? But they had a song called "Here I Go, Here I Come, Here I Go," and they actually had a boom, 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 boom. That was the guitar now. Boom, 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 boom,
That name
boom.
sound familiar, man. But
Bro,
I was in the network. I was in the section, like I told you, my ex was a rapper. So
one of the females is Tifa from the radio,
I know Tifa from the radio. Yeah,
and the
she
other girl is Shauna from DTP.
yeah. Okay,
Shauna and
so
Tifa had a group called Infamous Syndicate back in the day. You could check out their motherfucking album. They was killing Twista. They was killing Twista on that speed rap shit. Like at that point,
Shauna could rap, bro. Like for real.
yes, I know. In your face.
Tifa
I know, Shauna.
could rap too. Tifa could rap too. Like she a freestyle for 12 hours and shit, bro. Like yeah.
Like the Midwest got the hardest females. We got the Brad, Tifa, Shauna, shit, motherfucking boss, one boss from out of the Midwest.
Yeah,
And
she's from Detroit area.
you know what I'm saying? Like we have the most hardest females.
Right. It's just like that, like I said, like the gang banging culture. And then it's like, cause like from the East Coast, man, like that's just straight hip hop culture. Like they just dealing with from, you know what I mean? Because they created that shit. But like then the West Coast, like, you know what I mean? It's some of them that's dealing with the straight hip hop culture, but they have to, a lot of them put their vibe in it with the gangs and then like they fuck with the funk music. So like you gonna get that sound and like, so every region, you know what I mean, is gonna definitely have a trademark on it. But I don't know, man. Like Chicago, man, it's something that, like you really can't really get on like that coming from
We
out
don't have a market. We don't have a market. They make people from the Midwest move out east down to Atlanta or out west to LA. And then you
there.
hope to catch on to another nigga movement. But as far as that, because Chicago, remember, Chicago is still very political. Our gangs are a little different. Like they get to that point now, where they at that point now. But those gangs in Chicago were black nations.
Yeah,
Like you had the Nation of Islam, nigga, you had the Nation of Folks
yeah,
and the Nation of People. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And once that bread started coming, niggas stopped shooting at each other. It didn't take motherfuckers long, so you got it. But we don't have a market, and there's only so many dollars here, and there's only so many top spots. You got 100 Jay-Z's right now walking around fucking New York freestyling on the corner with a deal. You know how many niggas in New York got a deal? And you would never hear of them, but they signed to a label, they get paid for their shows, they content bring them money, they album bring them money. Like, you got niggas like, rest in peace, Chinks Drugs. You got niggas like a fucking, like you can't tell me, man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, look at the niggas that's coming up. Like, they getting all the way down to their crackheads. You got a cold ass verse though. That one verse he had, and then the niggas get on. Like niggas is rapping their soul out in the Midwest. You had Top Authority.
Yeah,
You
yeah, I definitely remember that.
had Dayton Family. Nigga,
MC Breed.
like, bro, we don't have no market. We don't have no marketing.
I told you, like it's a well at that time, like it was a house music first over everything, man.
Oh yeah, dance
That's
nigga,
what people was doing. That's what people was doing.
dance nigga,
While
dance.
hip hop, while it was at that time when hip hop was easier to kind of like navigate and get in and get something done. We was dealing with house music more. To me, that's kind of what it was.
Yeah, I had a homie who used to do the footwork and shit. He used to be tearing that shit up. Nigga, he really be at the house party challenging niggas.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah. That shit didn't really kick off to the 90s and shit, man.
True.
But not only that though, like I'm talking about like the promoters and like, bruh, you gotta get past them gangs to like even be allowed to like do local shows like that and get paid or whatever. Like that ain't gonna happen unless you the small death of like certain cliques and shit like that. Like you know, like I never heard the Brat why she was in because she's from the West Side. She's from my area. It's
Feel
616. I ain't hear her until she got with JD.
I never heard Freddie Gibbs till he got signed. I never heard of Freddie Gibbs till he was out of here. First time I heard the name Freddie Gibbs was, is you going to the Freddie Gibbs Interscope party? I said, who the fuck is Freddie Gibbs?
That's crazy.
They said he just got signed to Interscope. I said, nigga, I rap every weekend. Every weekend I'm in the club rapping. Out of Order, Thugged Out, Grind Family, Snapping Off. Who the fuck is Freddie Gibbs?
Right, y'all putting in work, and all of a sudden, granted that he got talent, but like, damn, bro, like, what part of the game is this, man? Like, what part of the game is
He
this?
sent the email. He sent the right email to the right motherfucker out of town. And we thinking we gonna get discovered in the local club somewhere.
I mean, but that is the old rules, though, man. You gotta get your hood. Then once you make a noise in your hood,
Break
you
it,
expand from there. You know what I'm saying?
break it down. You get your block, then you get your hood, then you get your side of your city, then you get your city, then you get the tri-state area, and then you win.
Right. That's the old rules, but you know, like Common had a whole 2 albums before like when he did Resurrection. That's when the New York niggas started fucking with us.
And shout out to New York. That's all right, though. Lou, I appreciate you fucking with me, God. I'm finna let down.
Anytime, bro. Appreciate you having me up here, man. You already know what it is, fam. I'll catch up with you though. You gonna be on Cycle tomorrow, right?
Every tomorrow that Cycle go live, I'm gonna fuck with it.
All right, fam. I got you. We'll be up.
Love, God. Be good, bro.
Easy.
Yeah.